I think we should have given out like a spoiler warning like 5 minutes ago when we started talking
Oh
about
shit,
this.
yeah.
So sorry about that
Sorry
to our
everyone.
listeners.
Sorry
And
everyone.
hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Corporate Pistons, episode
Welcome
10,
back.
finally. Welcome back
Technically
indeed.
11, but yeah, the number scheme says 10.
Exactly. We'll consider this as our milestone episode, big number 10, even though it's technically
Yeah,
11.
yeah.
So, how are you, Adi?
I'm doing well for the most part. Tomorrow's Friday, so I can't complain. We're recording today on a Thursday, so can't complain.
L- Late on a Thursday, I might add, so it's even closer to Friday.
Yeah, correct.
Yes. But you said mostly, you're doing mostly fine. Why is it not fully fine? I see some rant potential there in your tone.
No, 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 no. It's not rant potential. It's this morning I woke up this morning with a really bad hay fever, like
Hangover?
pollen allergy. No, no,
Ah.
no, pollen allergy. I don't know why. Like I thought, like springtime was over, but like my nose was running like crazy the all day. I could barely keep my eyes open. It was almost like burning. But I'm not sick. Like I'm not, I don't have a fever or I don't have a cold or anything. I just woke up with a really, really bad pollen allergy. And I was out of those pollen allergy drugs. Um, and cocaine was also gone, so I'm just joking.
Oh, damn it. I just hate it when
Yeah,
that
it
happens.
was, yeah, exactly. So then I had to rush to the store during lunch break. And I bought myself some pills, and then now I'm getting better, but I'm still not like fully healed from the pollen. I mean, the tablets do work wonders, but it's not. I just took it like a couple of hours ago, so it's not very. It's still doing its magic. But yeah,
So
that's
what I'm
all.
hearing is that, like any good corporate employee, you need your happy pills to be efficient and
Oh,
actually get
totally.
stuff
Who
done.
doesn't? Who doesn't?
Yeah, yeah, indeed. I run almost 100% on full fat Coke. Mine's the drinking kind that comes in a can and you can buy it at the supermarket. So that's my drug of choice that keeps me going these days. But nevertheless, hope you'll feel better soon and you can get off the pills in the
Yeah.
in the short time.
Well, I might take another one before I go to bed. That way, I don't wake up tomorrow
Just
morning with the same symptom.
pop
No, it was really bad this morning, actually. Like I was really struggling.
pop them
But
like candy, my friend. It's fine. You do you.
yes, exactly.
I've
Love
seen The
it.
Wolf of Wall Street. I know how it goes. It's a slippery slope, but you do you.
Yeah.
And actually, speaking of The Wolf of Wall Street, I do have an announcement to make. Following our discussion in the last episode, I have
Mm-hmm.
seen the new F1 movie
Did you see it? That's nice. What did you
in
think?
cinema. The full 4XD IMAX water spray vibrations, roller coaster seats, the works experience.
Nice. How
So
was it?
yeah, I went. It was good. So I definitely took in your advice of just going in there not looking for a Formula One documentary, but more of a cinematic experience. And
Mm-hmm.
I do agree with you. The camera shots and some of the cinematography and the angles were just really really cool.
Yeah.
And the story is pretty cool. I mean, it's the sort of movie that's not gonna change your life or the view on life's meaning and stuff by any means, but it's still
Yeah.
nice and a feel-good movie. So I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do have a bit of an admission or of a personal semi-hot take here,
Mm-hmm.
which is that in terms of pure emotion and that get your hair standing on the back of your neck type factor. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that Ford v Ferrari, the movie with Christian Bale from a few years ago,
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
better than the F1 movie.
Agreed. Agreed.
Okay,
Yeah.
so either it's not a
The
hot take or we're both equally controversial.
No, no. I completely agree with that. I think the final racing scene with Lewis Hamilton, uh, like both the APX GP cars are
Mm-hmm.
side by side and they're behind Lewis Hamilton, and Lewis Hamilton sort of defends whoever attacks. That whole race sequence, especially since Lewis was guiding, he produced the movie, he put his own money into the movie, and he was guiding the director and the whole crew
Mm-hmm.
along, throughout the whole making of the movie. He was guiding them along, all the technical stuff and how like Formula One really works and things like that. I think they could have done a better job and in making that final battle scene on the track a lot more gripping and gritty and adventurous and
To be honest, exactly with that thought in mind of Lewis Hamilton being one of the producers of the movie and being deeply involved with the whole project, watching
yeah,
that final scene in the movie, all I could think about was Abu Dhabi 2021, just flashbacks, and I was just thinking
yeah.
that whole scene must have triggered PTSD for Hamilton throughout.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah,
No, I mean
give.
it's a good movie. I think the goal of it was to bring more for people who don't watch Formula One into watching Formula One. I think it's a giant marketing tool. It's worth watching once or twice. I did enjoy it, but I agree with you that one, it's not accurate to real Formula One sports. And then I'll tell you why as well. And then the second thing, like you said, there was no massive like battle scene where it made you feel like, oh man, that's spectacular. That was one hell of a race kind of thing. I think they could have showed that. And the
Oh
reason
yeah.
why I mean, there are so many aspects why it's not truly accurate to Formula One sports, but the one thing that bothered me most is, when Brad Pitt is like getting into the groove and like he slowly starts to find the bond with that younger driver. I forget his name.
Joshua
JP. I
here.
think that, yeah, they
Yeah.
call him JP or Joshua Pierce or whatever. Uh, or even in the beginning when that whole Plan C thing where he just like causes chaos. Nobody drives like that in Formula One. Like, no, that's
Two
don't people don't
two
even
points
think
here
like that. I
really
mean,
quickly.
yeah.
I think we should have given out like a spoiler warning like 5 minutes ago when we started talking
Oh
about
shit,
this.
yeah.
So sorry about that
Sorry,
to our
everyone.
listeners.
Sorry,
And
everyone.
consider yourself, you have been warned, okay? Uh, and secondly, I beg to differ there because have you seen Max Verstappen at some of the races? I think he
Yeah,
rocks it on plan C quite often,
I
or
know what
used to.
you mean. I
So
I know what you mean. Like even Ayrton Senna, racing drivers do intentionally sort of try and wreck the race or try and destroy other people's race and stuff like that. I know it's happened, but they even doing that chaos, they do it more tactfully. They don't.
hmm.
There was one scene where Brad Pitt's character just drives into the braking markers, the 150, 150, the blue
Yeah, yeah,
boards, the styrofoam boards. He just like crashes into that just for the sake of, and there was no
the
one even
safety car.
around him. Things like that doesn't happen in Formula One. Yes, when you're in a heated battle and championship is at stake, people do put other drivers in critical situations where they either crash or back off. Like those are the two options. And Ayrton Senna was master at that. Now Max Verstappen's doing it. I agree with you, but there were so many other aspects that just it wouldn't happen in F1.
Ah, again, I still think if we bring back Nikita Mazepin or someone, we would have more like random planned scene moments, just not even planned, just for the sake of it, just randomly, like I said, going through the bollards and stuff, just because why the fuck not?
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I do. For me, again, I enjoyed the movie. It was good fun. One thing I missed a bit from the movie was just that feeling of emotion, of like raw emotion that just grabs you by the chest somehow. That happens.
yeah,
And
yeah,
again,
yeah.
I go back to Ford v Ferrari, the movie, because there I remember I knew it was that one a bit more tailored to a true story, but still plenty of Hollywood magic throughout. So not
Yeah, yeah,
nothing new
yeah.
there. But I remember,
Yeah.
we were halfway through the movie, or like in the first quarter of the movie. There is
Mm,
that one again. Spoiler alert for who hasn't seen it yet. Um,
mm,
there was that one scene where. I think it was Matt Damon's character that goes to the side of the track and holds up a billboard saying 7,500 RPM or something like that
yeah, yeah.
uh, to his driver. And I remember watching the movie, and at that point, even though I knew it was he was supposed to win that race, somehow
Mm,
I still caught myself thinking or praying for the car, like please don't break, please don't break, please don't break, which is accurately similar to what I'm doing these days every time I'm going on a long trip with Hector, but for very different reasons.
mm.
Um, so, yeah, good movie. I thoroughly enjoy it, would recommend it. Not the best automotive movie out there in the world, but
No, certainly not. Certainly not. Um,
good fun for sure.
you remember that movie Rush with
Oh, yeah.
Chris, the story of Niki
Uh,
Lauda and James Hunt, I think it
James
was.
Hunt. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, James Hunt. Even that, those final battle scenes were more thrilling and gripping than
Oh,
this
they were
one.
epic. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you. But like I said, as a marketing exercise, it works, and the use of technology that they got from Top Gun and the new technology they created for some of the scenes using just the cameras that's found in like iPhone. Like Apple custom made a couple of cameras just for this movie using the iPhone camera. I don't know if you know about it. I read
hmm
up on
I,
it. Uh,
I also saw
uh,
that article. Yeah.
Yeah, they to have the camera mount onto crazy places on the car, and creating an entire team and a garage and two actual real Formula One cars and all that. Oh, spectacular! I think they did a
And what's
fantastic job.
even crazier here, like you have brands like IWC and like Perplexify and stuff
Mercy,
like that. Those
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
Mercedes-Benz, those are real brands who paid millions of dollars just so for their name to or their logo
yeah,
to
yeah,
appear on the racing suits of a fictional racing team uh,
yeah, yeah,
for this
exactly.
event. Like it's bananas.
It's no joke to bring all that together just for a movie, and the place where they filmed it, the office area, it's actually the McLaren Technology Center in Woking.
Oh yeah,
That
I remember seeing
that
the movie and I was like, wait, I've been there. Scroll back, like I
yeah,
know that place.
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, no, they had the support from all the teams and all the team bosses. It was nice to see like the real people, like real Formula One people, also in the movie. It
Mm-hmm.
was all extremely nicely put together. I think they did a fantastic job. It's just that like we said, like there was a little bit of adrenaline and like. Uh, Grit missing in the end,
I,
towards the end, I would
I,
say.
I honestly just think how much they have to pay, like Fred Vasseur, to actually agree to appear on camera and say a few words, because he doesn't strike me like the
Yeah,
the acting type, like.
yeah,
But
yeah,
still, he got a few words out in the movie, so yeah.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, no, good shout out, good recommendation. I enjoyed the movie. It was good.
Agreed.
I had some
Yeah.
fun. Um, what are we talking about today, Adi? Like, what's this was a bit of a longer intro. What's on the agenda for today?
Well, since
Because
we
we
said it
were
was the 10th episode, we were going to take it a little bit easy and just chill and talk about Formula One, car stuff, and maybe a couple of smaller corporate topics that we had in mind. So I think today's episode is more of just like a chill episode, from what I understand. So that's
so
what we're
we
doing.
went from being corporate Pistons to being Pistons corporate or something like that. Um,
Well, it's, even in the corporate world, every now and then they have these like team days where they go do a barbecue or go do a bicycle run or something. So you can consider this episode something like that.
oh, it's like a virtual workshop day. I get it.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it a workshop. I would just call it like a team event day or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, so in that case, welcome everyone to our corporate Pistons team event episode. Um,
Yes,
we should try to film one episode with the two of us in the same country and in the same location. That would be a team event episode.
we should. Yeah, yeah, it would be good.
Yeah. But still trying to just steer it a tiny bit towards the corporate side as well. I thoroughly enjoy the Formula One talk, and we will get back into cars because
Yeah.
yeah, I might have some more Hector updates later on. Um, I was just thinking if we have any specific rants or is holiday season fully upon us now in the corporate world? Like
Well,
how are
surprisingly,
things for you?
at least in Germany, a lot of people are back from vacation actually.
Already?
This week, I was able to get quite a bit of work done. Things were moving along, and it, everything seems okay right now. I mean, I'm going on leave next week. I have some extra, overtime hours that my
Mm-hmm.
boss said I need to clear out by the. Well, technically, I was supposed to clear out by the half year mark, which was last month, but they gave me okay till this month, so I have to take a few days off. Um, and since, as you know, I don't work on Wednesdays anyway for my other job.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to combine a couple of days, and I have almost a week and a half off. So starting
Nice.
starting Monday, I'm off. Yeah.
Nice. I have like 3 weeks left till my holiday starts, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, you said
I
you're
think it's
going to Cyprus or something with
yes,
your
exactly.
lady. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
So
awesome.
looking,
Yeah.
definitely looking forward to that. Um, and yeah, but on my end, I all the Germans that I have to deal with are very much out of office. So
Oh, okay.
I'm and pretty much everyone else all my customers are very much in office because they are bombarding me with emails.
Mm,
So yeah, it's a weird mixture of customers wanting stuff answered and done, and the guys that actually need to get the answers from being on holiday. And
mm,
their
mm.
proxy is also on holiday, and the proxy's proxy doesn't exist. So it's that fun time of the year for me.
Yeah, yeah, that's a tricky situation always.
But could be worse. You could always be Christian Horner at this point. Um,
Oh man.
we're back to automotive, everyone. See you next.
Back to Formula
Yeah,
One even, yeah. I mean,
indeed. Yeah, it was.
everybody has been talking about this. I mean, 20 years, amazing success, eight championships, uh, yeah,
Six constructors championships.
yeah, and then all up and vanished. It's still unclear to me whether he was actually sacked or whether he quit or it was a mutual thing or um,
I mean, as far as I managed to gather the information, I'm not saying I have insider information or anything like that. It's just reading the news articles and trying to read between the lines. It was not
Mm.
mutual and it was not his idea because the whole Red Bull Formula One enterprise, it's his baby. Like he created it from scratch. He brought it where it
He
is
did,
right
yeah.
now.
Yes.
He's not. He had no reason to give up the position. And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, like nothing in his body language or demeanor over the Silverstone weekend and stuff hinted that he won't be there afterwards. So I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure this came from the higher ups in the corporate world of Red Bull and Formula One.
Mm-hmm.
And as things go in the corporate life, yeah, sometimes communication from upper management hits you like a freight train.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as far as also to answer your first question, he's technically not fired yet because, especially in the UK and in someone in his position, you'll probably have like 3 or 6 months notice period or something like that. So it's quite hard to fire someone overnight, unlike the US
Yeah.
or some other places. But he has
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
relieved of executive duties, which is basically he's still employed. He's getting a paycheck for next few months, but I don't think he's required to even clock in or out of the building. Like
Yeah.
he's basically on gardening leave.
Yeah. There is another conspiracy theory.
Ooh, we
Well,
like those.
as we know, Christian had some issues since last year, since February last
Oh,
year. I'm
I
sure
mean,
you
he
know
had
about
the
it.
he had issues regardless. Those were just public, but yes.
Yeah, exactly. So there's another conspiracy theory or rumor that there were a couple of weeks ago there were discussions about Max Verstappen possibly leaving and joining Mercedes or
Oh
something
yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, people are saying, or some people are saying, that it was gambling move where Max Verstappen was sick and tired, and he basically used his own position and made a big bet and gamble, saying either I leave or he leaves, sort of thing, indirectly. And then
Mm-hmm.
the Red Bull team opted for Max to stay and Christian to leave. They're saying, I mean, again, I don't have any proof. This is just I heard from some other podcast, to be honest, but it just piqued my interest. But yeah.
I mean, the whole thing is at the moment it's all about Max's decision because I heard the exact opposite. Like some people say that Horner was kicked out because that was the only option to keep Max. And other people are
Mm-hmm.
saying that Horner was kicked out because he wasn't able to keep Max, and Max already signed with Mercedes, and it's just pending to be announced.
Mm.
So, it's depending on what Max does next year and in which car he drives next year, we'll know which one
Mm-hmm.
was it. But at this point, the speculation is wild on both sides of the fence.
Yes,
Um,
correct.
and yeah, personally, I'm definitely a shock. I'm very much in favor of silly season kicking off early with all the announcement on the drivers market and all the team reshuffling. It's always good fun to see how things shake up. I
Mm-hmm.
also heard the rumor that there is a possibility for Christian Horner to end up at Ferrari next year as team principal.
Yeah, I heard that also.
Which would make it extremely funny if Max joins Mercedes and goes under the wing of Toto Wolff, and Horner goes to Ferrari and takes on Hamilton, which is basically a swap. It's like the weirdest swap of the 2021 season ever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be fun to watch, but weird as well.
It's funny because when I was
Um,
younger, I used to be a huge Ferrari fan during Michael Schumacher years. Like I used to love
Everyone was
Ferrari.
a huge fan of the Schumacher years.
Yeah, but lately, I mean, when Lewis Hamilton was in Mercedes, I really did like Mercedes as well, and I love Mercedes as a brand. But now the last 3 4 years, I find myself even before 3 4 years ago, I would say since 2020 or 2021, uh, ever since McLaren switched from Honda engines back to Mercedes engines, I've been
Hmm.
rooting for McLaren, and I'm happy that this season and last season they've been doing a lot better. This season, well, the constructors trophy is theirs, I think.
Oh yeah, it's in the
It's
bag.
just a matter of time to figure out which one of their drivers will be world champion, and I'm all for Oscar Piastri. Lando's great. They're all great drivers, of course, but I just feel Oscar Piastri is a lot more level-headed and steady and sort of.
I'm same
Eh,
as you. I'm Team Piastri on this one, just because he strikes me as the more mature one and
he
the
does,
more
yeah,
complete
exactly.
package to be and the more prepared to be a world champion, I would say.
And also after what was it? After Saudi Arabia race this year,
Hmm.
you can also
Yeah.
see he's the only one that can really sort of put Max in his place because there were two overtaking maneuvers. I forget which corners they were. Um, it was classic Max Verstappen, like putting you in a situation where you have to back off or we're both gonna crash. And
Hmm.
Oscar Piastri was the only one who held out on his own and didn't back off, and Max backed off. And ever since then, Max has not been doing that move on Oscar Piastri. And that tells me he's a lot stronger in the head and can put up a fight against Max Verstappen stronger than Lando can. Maybe Lando can as well. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I'm not some Formula One expert, but at least from what I saw and my limited knowledge,
Yeah.
that's what I think.
I mean, one would argue that Max didn't have the car to put Piastri in a position to to back up or
No, that particular
after
race he
that.
did.
That particular race, I agree, but I mean, afterwards, in subsequent
Oh right, yeah, yeah,
events, the
yeah,
Red
yeah,
Bull
yeah.
was. I mean, honestly, that Red Bull is. I'm surprised they're fourth in the championship because it's they're purely based on literally Red Bull energy drink and Max Verstappen's madness. Like those are the only
Yeah,
things powering that car. That car should not be there.
because the other car is non-existent. The
Literally,
Yuki
yeah.
Tsunoda and what's his name before Yuki
Liam
Tsunoda, the
Lawson.
Bulgar, Liam Lawson. Oh man,
The second car brought in like 9 points the whole season or something like that.
I know. It's done
Like,
nothing. The second car.
no. And imagine in that context, if Max threatened to leave Red Bull next year, that they
They're
would not
done.
just fall into midfield. They would be the next stake F1 Sauber team, which, by the way, that Hulkenberg podium at Silverstone, that made my whole week.
Oh, it was a spectacular win and
Oh,
much
yeah. No,
deserved. Hulkenberg was always a good driver, I think, but he never had the right car or the right chance. But I
I,
think he made the
I,
best of
I
what he could.
I honestly feel like Hulkenberg went to the F1 movie premiere, watched the movie, came back on track and thought he was Sonny Hayes or something, and then just floored it like a madman. Because
Well,
that
I
was
think it was
extraordinary.
more. I think it was more the fact that um, the rain helped a lot, and he because it wasn't outright speed. It was the strategy as well that
Oh
got
yeah,
Hulkenberg that victory. So yeah, it is what it is. But it was yeah, much well deserved, and it was awesome to watch that. I'm
I
just
think everyone
happy
liked
that
that.
there's like a lot of shuffling happening on the racetrack and off the racetrack. It's just nice. It keeps things interesting.
Yeah,
And
and
Silverstone never
now,
disappoints.
yeah, now Silverstone has been consistent banger after banger of a race. We have Spa next, which is a great
Which is
track. Has some great opportunities there as well. And if it's in
um
the wet, then it's madness.
Spa is one of my absolute favorite tracks on the F1 calendar. After Monaco, it's my second favorite. Monaco is my favorite. But
You
yeah,
still a fan of the
Spa.
Monaco race?
Well, the races are boring, but I like the track.
Okay, yeah, fair statement. I can get behind that. Yes.
Well, the races,
Yeah, no,
not
the
much happens. Like you'll have one or two crashes, maybe a safety car, because the walls are so tight, and that's about it. There's no place to overtake. There's not much you
nope.
can do. But the location, the atmosphere, the people, the glamour, the yachts, the harbor, oh, spectacular.
Yeah, that I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of overtaking and just pure
Oh, it's a joke. You
racecraft
can't.
of
Yeah.
no, I agree. But I was thinking, I was just thinking my top, what would be your top three tracks for the showness of it, the racing that occurs on those tracks. Like which three tracks on the calendar you think give out the best racing events?
Um. Well, Silverstone is definitely up there, top three, I would say. Always something
Mm-hmm.
happens. It's always fun.
Yeah.
Um, Spa, Spa is definitely also one of them. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Always stuff happens at Spa. And there's opportunity to race. There's the track is wide. It's a big track also. Uh, Strategies
Yeah.
change. It's crazy. So that's another track. I think is a true sort of like a racing track where people can actually race. Is it's tough. There's a couple of ones that come to mind. Suzuka comes to mind. Japan.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually a good track where stuff happens. What's the France is good. French Grand Prix. Well,
Yeah.
not entirely, somewhat. Hungary is good. Hungaroring. That's a proper track.
You think? I think in recent years it went a bit stale, to be honest. It's good when it rains, but I think in recent years there wasn't much overtaking happening at the Hungaroring.
But
Like,
there's so many. No, I agree with you. I see what you mean, but there's so many on that level though. Like Brazil is another one. Like stuff always happens, and especially if it rains.
yeah,
That's another one. Brazil, Sao
Brazil would
Paulo
have
is.
been one of my top three because there's always something happening. And
Yeah,
I have another one in my top three, which is maybe a bit out there, but I always enjoy the racing there, and it's actually Austin in Texas.
yeah. Track of the Americas. Yeah,
Yeah,
or
Kota. Yeah, so Circuit of the
Circuit of the
Americas, I think.
Americas. Yeah, Circuit of the Americas. Yeah,
Um, I
yeah.
personally
Austin's a good track
always enjoy
actually.
the racing there, and
Yeah,
Silverstone. Yeah, I'll also throw that into my top three, but I'll
yeah,
keep Interlagos and Austin there as well.
yeah.
Um,
Interlagos. I'm just trying to think like what else. All these like new street tracks like Miami and Las Vegas and Azerbaijan and all that. They sort of look
I
nice,
mean,
but I don't know if they're like really entertaining, to be honest.
I think Baku in Azerbaijan is kind of entertaining.
I mean,
I
I
think
can think
that's
of like two corners in Azerbaijan that, or two, bits that where you can sort of race, but yeah,
yeah, but for me, to be honest, that's out of the street circuits that we have at the moment, I think Azerbaijan is like the most entertaining one that I can think of. Las Vegas, okay, we only had one race there, so we're giving it the benefit of the doubt so far. The
yeah,
race
yeah,
last year wasn't bad, so again, I am willing to give it the benefit of the doubt.
yeah. Well, I am excited for Spa next week. Let's see what happens.
I mean, there's a
I'm
fair bit to
also
wait
I'm
till the
also
Spa.
looking forward to the complete shuffle next year with the rules change, new teams coming in, Audi, Cadillac, Ford giving the or Red Bull's own engine done in partnership with Ford.
Oh yeah. And
All like
the best
quite a bit
part
of
about
shuffling.
Red Bull and Ford coming together is that deal only happened because Honda just fumbled it so badly with their marketing and communication team. Like, because they were like,
Yeah,
oh, we're going out of F1, bye bye everyone. And then they're like, actually, we want to stay, but it was too late. Like,
but they are
I'm
in a car. I think they're in the
Aston.
Aston. Yeah,
Yeah, but they could have stayed and be with Red Bull, and I doubt would have went out of their way to start their own engine production if the
well,
board
no,
of management of Honda just would have said, "Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Let's keep developing engines."
yeah, but this that happened already in 2021. Apparently, that engine is being developed since 2021. So it's not like
Yeah,
that's something that happened like last year or last 2 years. So
no, but
I
it still happened because Honda was so indecisive
yeah yeah
because
yeah
this
yeah yeah
management
yeah
was
right,
going haywire.
correct,
And I'm
correct.
sure we
Yes,
could
this is
make
true.
some, if we were smarter, I'm sure we could make a very nice analogy to the corporate world and highlight exactly how corporate procedures fucked up Honda's F1 dealings with Red Bull. But unfortunately, we're not, so we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah,
But no, I agree with
cool.
you. The next season should be fun as well.
Yeah,
Um, but all right, I think we've successfully derailed completely this podcast and this episode.
yeah.
Um, if you tuned in today hoping to learn something cool and corporate-ish, we apologize. If you just tuned in to hear us ramble about shenanigans and F1, then you're welcome and hope you enjoyed it. If you still like to hear some
Normal
more,
service,
yeah,
normal regular service will be resumed next week, I think.
but that is only if you subscribe, like, and share this episode so that you will be
Yes,
aware
correct,
of when the next episode drops.
correct.
Which is, as always, every Monday early in the morning, unless you're on a different time zone, in which case it's not in the morning. But until then, thank you very much for listening. Adi, thanks again
Thank you all.
for joining, and we'll speak to you in the next one. All the best.
Take care. Goodbye.
Bye.